Members, the question is that the reports of committees relevant to the education and science sector be noted. Those who are of that opinion will say aye. Aye. And to the contrary, no. The ayes have it. The question now is that reports of committees relevant to the environment sector be noted. I call Scott Simpson.
Thank you, Mr Chair. It's a pleasure to be leading off the debate on this environmental section of the annual review debate, because as Chairman of the Local Government and Environment Select Committee, I've got the privilege of leading a select committee through some of the most important legislative work that I think this Parliament will be doing in its term in the 51st Parliament. And we are, I think, making wonderful progress as a government on some very important material that will help enhance, preserve and maintain our natural environment, which is so important to all of us as New Zealanders. The Select Committee had an opportunity to conduct several reviews recently, Mr Chair, and I want to focus just on two of those, that of the Department of Conservation, so ably led by Minister the Honourable Maggie Barry and Director General Lou Sanson, and also the Ministry for the Environment, led by my friend and colleague, the Honourable Nick Smith, and Vicky Robertson as Chief Executive. And these are two of the most significant state agencies that are involved with ensuring that in years to come, our natural environment will be in as good a condition, hopefully a better condition than it is today. And sir, I want to just focus on a couple of the matters that were brought to our attention. And high on that list, of course, is the further reforms to the resource management legislation currently before the Select Committee. And I was delighted that both agencies focused on this during their submissions to us at Select Committee, and both were encouraged, or gave the committee encouragement to pursue its work in this area, because at the heart of the work that we do on the Local Government Environment Select Committee is a distinct and realistic understanding that our natural environment is actually our greatest asset as a nation. And we on the government benches absolutely sincerely believe that a successful economic policy can go hand in hand, in fact must go hand in hand with a successful environmental policy and position. And we know that when those two matters are connected and are in sync, that we will be able to achieve for all New Zealanders a cleaner, brighter future. This is a government that is providing real leadership on environmental issues, real leadership. And it's fair to say, Mr Chair, that this government has done more to maintain, protect and enhance New Zealand's natural environment than any other government in the history of New Zealand. I think as a government member we can be all proud of that as parliamentarians, but particularly government members can take a lot of pleasure in that achievement, and there is more yet to come. Because at the heart of this is the government's blue-green environmental vision, and it's an understanding that at the core of our quality of life, our national identity and our competitive advantage lies our natural environment. Since becoming government, sir, our party has simplified resource management legislation. We've enhanced opportunities to ensure that the natural environment is protected. I have the privilege and honour of representing the Coromandel electorate, and it is without doubt one of the most beautiful parts of the nation. And the people in the Coromandel, the member for North Shore, confirms that the beaches of the North Shore are not quite to the standard of the Coromandel, and I'm sure that that will be a debate that she will continue to be on the back foot on in years to come. However, we've done an awful lot in a lot of areas. Sir, one area that was highlighted during the reviews was the announcement and the legislation that pertains to the creation of the Kermadec Ocean Sanctuary. Now, sir, notwithstanding issues that will be proceeding through the judicial system, the Select Committee is continuing its good work on this piece of legislation. So the Kermadec Ocean Sanctuary will be created, 620,000 square kilometres of ocean reserve, no-take reserve for the future of all New Zealanders and, in fact, all citizens of the world. So it's a landmass twice the size of New Zealand, about the same size as the footprint of France. So this is deeply significant for us as a parliament and also for us as citizens of the world, Mr. Chair.